Mary Wollstonecraft Shelley. This is the grave of the Frankenstein author. How about that, Southwestern house. That looks a bit not the most attractive looking building, is it really? Proper 60s office block that, isn't it? I think it looks a bit like one long bus shelter. What do you think? A church that's been turned into a nightclub. Halo Confessions. Look at that. Wow. Would you live in a flat like this on top of a multi-storey car park? Welcome to another video. A walk on the wild side, and I'm a long way from home in this video. I'm down here in sunny Bournemouth. Yeah, so I am on the south coast here, a long way from Blackpool. We're looking towards Bournemouth here. Yeah, I've been here before last year. I'll put a link to that video in the description and at the end of this one. But what better place to start than a video in Bournemouth than right here on the main drag in front of the pier and the big wheel. And what I want to do in this video again is I want to show you the nice parts of Bournemouth, like where I am now here on the promenade. And I also want to show you the not so nice parts as well, like I did in the last video, but a little bit different. We'll be having a look at some different locations in this video. And I'm not quite so familiar with Bournemouth as what I am with my hometown of Blackpool. It actually feels really big compared to Blackpool as well. So I might even have to hop on one of these things here to get around. These little e-scooter things, you can pick them up everywhere. You need to pay for them by car, but I think one of these could be really, really handy to do a video on Bournemouth. What do you think? I'll also be showing you the church where the Frankenstein author Mary Shelley's remains are buried, right here in Bournemouth, a bit later on in this video. But anyway, here we go. I'm going to go down these steps here towards the centre here in front of the pier. This is where it's most bustling here in Bournemouth, where most of the attractions are in front of the pier. We've got the big wheel there, of course. Might even have a little go on that later on. What do you think? Got Crazy Golf here to the left here. Oh, this is where it's all happening here in Bournemouth. Yeah, very different to Blackpool, of course. The promenade is quite wavy, up and down. You know, pretty high as well in parts as well. Very up and down Bournemouth. It's also massive as well. I think it's a lot bigger than Blackpool. Bournemouth, but here, look at this now. What a beautiful day. Isn't it awesome? Loads of people out today. It's a Sunday. Yeah, there's loads of people out here in Bournemouth today. Got a Red Arrow simulator here. Look at this. Anyway, I'm going to start down here. We'll have a look at the pier. We'll have a look at all the stuff around here. And then I'll make my way through the town. And then we'll have a look at some of the stuff there before I show you some of the, maybe, you know, the not so nice parts of Bournemouth. And that's, so we'll see both sides of Bournemouth in this video. Check this out, they've got a Harry Ramsden's, of course, here in Bournemouth. Looking back where I started, just up there. Yeah, they've got very high cliffs here down here, a bit higher than they are in Blackpool. Blackpool's relatively flat compared, but now, look at this now, look at the beach now. Oh, look at this. I'll tell you what, I can feel that sun today. Yeah, but we're looking towards the pier here. It's not really the most attractive pier, I don't think, here in Bournemouth. Not the most picturesque. But there you go, here's a look at the beach. And then I'll take a look on the pier now, I think, and see what's going on there. Okay, here we go. We're now making our way onto Bournemouth Pier. And it's funny, but the only pier that I've done a video on in Blackpool is the North Pier. Isn't that funny? Yeah. Well, the North Pier in Blackpool is my favourite pier. It's the most picturesque as well, much more picturesque than this one. A little bit kind of concretey, this one. Yeah. Oh, you have to pay to go, don't it? You have to pay to go on the pier. You have to pay to go on the pier. You have to pay to go on the pier. Okay, now I wasn't aware you had to pay to go on Bournemouth Pier, but anyway, here are the prices. Adult £1.40. There you go. I'm going to have to pay that if I'm going to go on the pier. Yeah, so there you go. I didn't realise you had to pay to go on Bournemouth Pier. I've just paid for £1.40 and I'm now making my way down the pier, so let's check it out, shall we? Hope it's worth it. I think it looks a bit like one long bus shelter. What do you think? Okay, so now about halfway along, looking back towards the promenade there. Just look at this, doesn't it look awesome? You can see the beach huts over there, the Bournemouth beach huts down that way there. And you can see how high that cliff is over there, can't you? But just look at this sea now coming in, isn't it absolutely awesome? I know I keep saying about Blackpool, but it's pretty awesome here in Bournemouth on the south coast. Just over there, I'm not sure if you can see, but I can see the Isle of Wight over there, yeah, in the far distance, the Isle of Wight. How about that there? Anyway. Here's a look at the other side of the pier, looking back towards the promenade again. Loads and loads of beach huts. I can't believe how many beach huts there are here in Bournemouth. But I'm going to be heading off the pier now, and we're going to be looking at some more stuff down here before we head into the town. Yeah, it's really lively in Bournemouth today. Loads of stag and hen parties I noticed yesterday. Yeah, very, very popular for stag and hens, just like Blackpool. Let's see what it's like in this arcade, shall we?
This is the pier arcade. Make my way through here, and then we'll have a look at the town centre. Oh, what's pretty? Can I have a move? Ooh. Not all that big either, really, in here. Not as big as the arcades on Blackpool's piers. I'm already through it now, look at that. Well, that was quick, wasn't it?
Wow, that was a very small arcade compared to Blackpool's pier. All of Blackpool's pier arcades are a lot bigger than that. Anyway, look at this. The big wheel here in Bournemouth. I wonder if I should go on this. I better get on it, hadn't I? Not in this video though. There's an aquarium over there. The Oceanarium. I suppose you could say that's like the Sea Life Centre in Blackpool. Just over here we've got a cocktail bar. And now I'm just going to go up this promenade here. Can you see it goes up here? It is quite hilly here in Bournemouth, yeah, so you need to have some good legs on you to get around. It's a lot more hillier than Blackpool. Okay, so here's a look down onto the beach from this side. Yeah. A lot better day than it was last time I filmed it. Anyway, I'm going to head into the town now. Let's go and check out the town centre, shall we? I think Bournemouth is going to be quite difficult to navigate for me because I'm not used to Bournemouth. But what I'll do is I'll work my way around the town in a kind of clockwise direction, and we'll see what's going on, shall we? I'm sure we'll find lots of interesting stuff there. I'll tell you what, there are some big hotels here in Bournemouth. Yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to head down here underneath this bridge, and we'll head into the town centre and we'll see what's going on there, shall we? There are some really nice parks as well in Bournemouth, right close to the town centre. Not like Blackpool, fun enough, but Blackpool doesn't have any green spaces in the town centre, and that's not very good really, but we'll check out those parks. Okay, so I'm now in one of the parks, just by the Pavilion Theatre up there. Check this out, doesn't it look absolutely awesome? Look at these gardens here. Yeah, I'll show you the front of the theatre in a minute. Okay, so I'm now in front of the Bournemouth Pavilion, very grand building here. And just look at that clock up there. Can you see that? Oh, that looks amazing. That Art Deco clock on the top of the pavilion there. The only thing is those banners, you see those banners for the musicals, Mamma Mia and all that there, don't you think they ruin the look of the building? Anyway, just in front of that we've got like a fountain here, which is not working at the moment, but over the road there's some more grand buildings over the road. Well, this one is anyway. Look at this one here, but unfortunately it's empty at the moment and looking a little bit derelict, but just look at that. I don't know what it used to be, but wow. Yeah, just look at this. What a shame, eh? All empty. I'm sure one day it'll be turned into something else. Hopefully not into flats, but you know, that's what tends to happen nowadays with these old buildings, isn't it? But there you go. Yeah, and as we go on in this video, we'll be seeing more buildings like this one that have seen better days in the past and are now crumbling. Yeah, this road's called Westover Road. Yeah, there's some big buildings here. And I've just noticed another one here that's empty. Look at this here. This one's been sold though, look. It's got quite what would you say that design is there? Kind of 60s design there. And you've got this other like sort of curved building that goes round into the centre there. But anyway, I'm going to go into this park now, just behind me. Yeah, check out this park here. It's amazing. They've got an aviary in the park. This is new, this, by the way. It wasn't here last time. Yeah, an aviary here in this park. Anyway, I can hear a brass band down here. Let's go and check it out, shall we? Wowzers, just check out all these people in the park here. Absolutely amazing. They appear to have like a military band playing. Look at this. You can't beat this, can you? I hope it's not copyright. Yeah, how about that, eh? Absolutely amazing. And just look at all these people. What a day for it today, eh? So this is Lower Gardens. Leaving the bandstand now, and now we're coming into this open area here with these amazing flower beds. Look at these. Wow.
To be fair.
Yeah, there's a lot of green space here in the centre of Bournemouth, but anyway, I'm going to leave it behind now. I'm going to head back into the town again, this way, over this bridge. A little stream here going through the park. Look at this. Wow, isn't that amazing? Anyway, let's head into the town centre, shall we?
Off the tree.
Okay, so we're now back in Bournemouth town centre. There's the Westover Gardens Hotel over there. And if we look down this street here, Gervis Place, can you see that church down there? That's the Church of St. Peter's. And there's something very interesting about it. Let's go and check it out, shall we? Just check out this church here, doesn't it look absolutely awesome? St. Peter's Church here in Bournemouth. Now I was here this morning and the bells were ringing. Just listen to these bells, don't they sound absolutely awesome. The bells of St. Peter's here in Bournemouth. Absolutely awesome. Okay, now St. Peter's Church here in Bournemouth has a claim to fame. The remains of Frankenstein author Mary Shelley are buried right here. Let's go and see if we can see the grave, shall we? Okay, I thought I'd show you this first. There's the Wetherspoon pub over the road, the Mary Shelley. Yeah, named after the author herself. And up here is the blue plaque on the wall of the church. Check this out. Okay, so I'm now in the graveyard here. And let's see if we can find this grave of Mary Shelley. Apparently she's buried with her parents. She used to be buried in London, but they were exhumed and moved here to Bournemouth. I'm not really sure why. I think it's up here. Now then, check this out. We've got all the information here. The Shelley family tomb here. Mary Wollstonecraft Godwin Shelley, 1797 to 1851. She didn't live very long, did she, really? Amazing. And this is the grave right here. Look at this. Wow. Mary Wollstonecraft Shelley. This is the grave of the Frankenstein author. How about that, eh? And here's a little look inside the church. Gotta keep my voice down. Beautiful, isn't it? Yeah, I missed the Mary Shelley grave in the last video, but anyway, just opposite the church is this massive building here, Beals. Looks a bit like an old department store or something. What do you think? Absolutely huge. Here's a quick look at the main shopping drag. Yeah, and they've got some massive banks here. And there's still banks at the moment. But for how much longer? Well, I found the chippy. Anyway, it's now time to head down some of these less well-trodden streets here in Bournemouth and see what we can find. Are there any crumbling buildings? Well, there's one right in front of me already. Look at this here. Southwestern House. That looks a bit not the most attractive looking building, is it really? Proper 60s office block that, isn't it? Looks like it's been sold to a developer. Oh, look at that building over there. They've got a few of these round buildings here in Bournemouth. I showed some of these on my last video. Yeah, a lot of round buildings. Yeah, look at that there. And just opposite that horrible 60s office block is this building here, which reminds me a little bit of a very small Flatiron building in New York. It's the Borough Chambers, 1904. Okay, now I'm round the back of that round hotel there, the Mercury Hotel, and there's a posh looking Norwegian wood coffee lounge there, and I just wanted to show you these flats, which I did show in my last video. They're very strange looking flats here, because there's a multi-storey car park here, and can you see on the top level there, they've got flats. How weird is that? They look a bit grotty and all. What do you think? Would you live in a flat like this on top of a multi-storey car park? I said at the start of the video that Bournemouth feels really big to me, a bit like a small city. Something like Preston, but nicer. Anyway, this is Bath Road. I'm on the edge of town now, but I'm going to head back into town down this way. It's a very busy road, this. Bath Hill Court. Look at this building here. It's absolutely massive. Anyway, I'm heading down the hill now. I want to show you a hotel, the Royal Bath Hotel, just down here. It's massive. Check this out. This is the Royal Bath Hotel here in Bournemouth, and it's a Britannia Hotel, so that might tell you something about the condition. Not quite the grand hotel it was when it was first built. Will it still have a roof on in 10 years? I wonder. Okay, now I'm not going to say anything about the type of people that are going to stay at the Royal Bath Hotel. I might even stay here actually. But check this out, there's a cop car outside the front. I wonder if it's been kicking off. So that was the Royal Bath Hotel over there. So busy round here. Anyway, I'm going to head back towards town now down this road here. It's called Hinton Road. Bit of a back street. And then we'll wrap the video up in the town. Let's see what we can see down here, shall we? Look at this here, the Cairns Memorial YMCA building. It's amazing what you find down these back streets, isn't it? And here's a bunch of wheelie bins. Check out this building here. What is it? The Church of Scientology? Yeah, there's all types of styles of buildings here in Bournemouth. Look at this one here. Yeah, and next to that is another empty building here, which looks like it used to be the NCP Hinton Road car park, but doesn't look like it is now. Yeah, so this is the back end here, Hinton Road. A little bit rough down here. Yeah. This must be the back of that building. Is it? The back of that grand building on Westover Road, yeah. This is what it looks like around the back. Amazing. Yeah, it's not so pretty around this part of Bournemouth. Surprisingly, if you look on the other side of the road, we've got some rather grand looking houses here. Look at these. The bus comes down here as well, look. And look at these buildings here. Wow, isn't it amazing how you can go from, you know, something that's a building that's falling down, and just over the road we've got these. Wow. So these are offices, but well, look at that one there. It's deco, that one, isn't it? Look at that. I love the deco. Yeah, amazing. Yeah, and this road leads right back to St. Peter's Church here. Look at this. I forgot to show you this lich gate as well. Look at that lich gate there. It's actually been partly damaged around the back because a tree has fallen on it. A tree branch has fallen on that lich gate there. Look at that there. Anyway, we're back to the town centre now. Let's have a little look at that and then I'll wrap this video up. Okay, check this out. I'm now in the bustling square here in the centre of Bournemouth, looking towards this store here, which is called Bobby's. It used to be a department store back in the olden days, and eventually closed down, and then was then bought up by a developer, and they opened it again. Yeah, it's been repurposed. And just next to Bobby's there's another Wetherspoons, the Moon in the Square. And just up from that is this church here. And look at this church, it's been turned into a nightclub. Look at this, a church that's been turned into a nightclub. Halo Confessions, look at that, wow. Okay, I'm heading back to where I started. I'm on Exeter Road now, and just look at the size of this building here, the Bournemouth International Centre. Absolutely massive. Just look at the size of this. And just opposite the road of the Bournemouth International Centre is this bit of wasteland here, which is currently a car park. They're probably going to build on this sometime. What do you reckon? Okay, so there you go. We've had a little look at Bournemouth again, the good bits and the not so good bits. We also got to see the burial ground of Mary Shelley, which we didn't do in my last video. Anyway, I hope you like this video of Bournemouth. If you do, hit the like button and also hit subscribe and tick the bell for notifications of new videos, and I will see you again on the next one.